Have you ever wondered why some people live comfortably in retirement, while others struggle with every penny despite having worked their whole lives? Living in the US, many of us have chased the promise of living our golden years to the fullest through all sorts of expensive products and services. But one day, you look at your bank account and realize the financial freedom you once dreamed of is still out of reach. I once spoke with Linda, a 69-year-old woman living in Florida. She used to spend nearly $10,000 a year on supplements, energy activation courses, and high-end personal care services. But then she realized what she truly needed were walks in the park with friends, relaxing moments with a good book and a cup of hot tea, not a $200 bottle of capsules. What's concerning is this: the older we get, the more vulnerable we become to emotional spending, buying out of fear of aging, loneliness, or the desire to hold on to time. And these habits are quietly draining both our wallets and our joy. In this video, I'll share 9 common expenses that many older adults in America continue to spend money on, often without realizing it, and why you should stop before it's too late. These tips will not only help you save money, but also guide you toward a lighter, more independent, and love-filled life in your later years. If you find this topic helpful, don't forget to click like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever found yourself in a similar situation? Have you ever regretted spending money on something that wasn't worth it? Share your story. It just might be a priceless gift to someone else. And now, let's explore the 9 things you should stop spending money on to start living more wisely and joyfully from today. Old age should be a time to live for yourself, lightly, comfortably, and free from societal pressure. Yet many people still feel the need to prove something through the clothes they wear. Have you ever stood in front of your closet wondering, what should I wear to still look presentable and not seem outdated? Or worse, will people judge me if I'm not wearing designer brands? In the US, the fashion industry doesn't just target the young. More and more luxury brands are launching elegant senior product lines, preying on fears of being forgotten or becoming less attractive in the eyes of grandchildren or society. As a result, many older consumers spend thousands of dollars on handbags, watches, and clothes in hopes of maintaining status. But the truth is, a person's value doesn't lie in the logo on their collar or the shoes they wear. It lies in how they live, confidently, peacefully, and in alignment with themselves. Designer clothes may make you look good for a moment, but if they make you feel uncomfortable, unnatural, or silently drain your wallet, they're no longer an investment in appearance. They're the purchase of insecurity wrapped in a glamorous disguise. Instead of chasing brand names, choose clothes that suit your lifestyle and physical condition. Comfortable fabrics, simple designs, and easy-to-match pieces. These are the keys to feeling good while maintaining your own style. A breezy cotton shirt, a pair of soft-soled flats, or a cozy scarf you love. These are the things that truly express your character and life experience. Moreover, freeing yourself from the pressure to dress appropriately allows you to feel more liberated in your relationships. You no longer need to prove anything. You get to be yourself, playing with your grandkids, joining community activities, or simply enjoying peaceful afternoons in the park. Open your wardrobe and ask yourself, which pieces truly make me feel comfortable and are the ones I wear most often? Keep those. For the rest, consider donating, reselling, or giving them away. Instead of chasing the latest fashion collections, invest in basic, versatile items that last. Set an annual clothing budget, say $200 to $300, and commit to staying within it. You'll be surprised how much money you save and how your wardrobe becomes lighter and more meaningful. Old age doesn't have to be a time to struggle to look good. It's a time when you have the right to redefine beauty on your own terms. When you choose comfort and authenticity, you're sending a message stronger than any brand. I know who I am, and I don't need to prove it to anyone. After the wardrobe, another hidden trap that often leads older adults to spend money unnecessarily is technology. Have you ever bought a new phone just because people said it's time to upgrade, or felt pressured by advertisements constantly claiming that your old device is no longer safe or useful? In the US, where technology changes by the day, consumers easily get caught in a never-ending upgrade cycle. Phones, tablets, smartwatches, smart home devices. There's always a newer, faster, better version on the market, tempting you to open your wallet. But for older adults, constantly switching to new devices doesn't just cost money. It can also cause stress from having to learn new interfaces, new features, and new ways to operate. Many people end up abandoning their expensive new devices after spending thousands of dollars simply because the old one is easier to use. Technology should support your life, not become a burden that forces you to relearn everything or constantly keep up with the times. You can absolutely live comfortably, safely, and conveniently without buying a new device every year. What matters isn't having the newest product, but the most suitable one. A device you're familiar with, that's easy to operate, and offers basic functions like calling, texting, emailing, using maps, or video chatting with your grandchildren. That's already more than enough for a just-right tech lifestyle. Before buying any new tech device, ask yourself, does my current device truly fail to meet my basic needs? If the answer is, it still works fine, then confidently say no to upgrading. For those who still want to try something new, consider buying refurbished products. They can save you 30 to 50% and reduce the financial risk in case it doesn't work out. Additionally, take advantage of community support. Local libraries, senior centers, or even neighbors can help you install and learn to use your current device instead of struggling alone with a more complicated new one. Technology shouldn't be a race, it should be a tool to make life easier. When you choose to stick with a familiar device, you're choosing control, savings, and comfort. Trust that in your later years, you don't need to follow every trend. You have the right to selectively embrace only what truly brings value. One of the most silent yet dangerous expenses for older adults in the US is credit card interest. It's not as flashy as brand name ads or as eye-catching as a new phone, but it can quietly eat away at your finances month after month in a very steady way. Do you have 2 or 3 credit cards in your wallet? Have you ever paid only the minimum balance each month, thinking, I'll just pay it off gradually? That's exactly how millions of Americans, especially seniors, unintentionally trap themselves in credit card debt. In reality, credit card interest rates in the US can range from 18% to over 30% annually. That means if you owe $5,000 and don't pay it off quickly, you could end up paying more than $6,000 or even $7,000 over a few years. Many older adults have taken out debt to help their children or grandchildren or to buy items they feel they've earned with age, only to find themselves stuck in endless interest payments with no way out. Instead of living under the pressure of debt, you can absolutely turn things around and create a lighter financial life, starting by taking control of those little plastic cards. The first step is to take an honest look at your current debt, how much you owe in total, and what the interest rates are on each card. Focus on paying off the cards with the highest interest rates first. If you have multiple small debts, consider consolidating them into a personal loan with a lower interest rate, a common strategy in the US known as debt consolidation. Another important step is cutting unnecessary expenses. Look around your home. Do you have items you no longer use? Sell them. You might not earn enough to pay off everything, but every small amount brings you closer to financial freedom. Also, create a simple spending plan with one key rule. If you can't pay it off in full by the end of the month, don't use your credit card. Instead, use a debit card to spend only what you already have. The peace of mind that comes from having no outstanding debt is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Debt isn't scary, as long as you face it and decide to make a change. You don't need to live in worry every time a statement arrives. Old age deserves to be lived with inner peace, and that starts with taking charge of your finances. In the digital age, there's a silent yet extremely common expense that many people overlook: monthly subscription services. From streaming platforms like Netflix and Hulu to learning, health, and fitness apps, all of them operate on an auto-renewal model, which makes it easy to forget that you're still paying for things you no longer use. Have you ever glanced at your bank statement and been surprised to see a charge for a service you haven't used all year? Or downloaded a free app only to be charged a premium fee after a 7-day trial? For older adults in the US, this is a real issue. Maybe you once signed up for an audiobook service a friend recommended, a meditation app you saw in an ad, or even a cable package because your grandchild came to visit on the weekend. But then everything faded into the background, except the monthly charges, which continued without fail. The convenience of the subscribe and auto-renew model causes many seniors to lose hundreds, even thousands of dollars a year without realizing it. It's not just waste, it's a form of silent financial leakage. Instead of letting money slip away unnoticed, you can absolutely take control and reduce expenses that no longer bring true value. First, review all of your current subscriptions: TV services, mobile apps, computer software, digital magazines. List them out on paper or use free tools like Truebill or Mint, popular apps in the US that help detect recurring monthly charges. Once you have a full list, ask yourself honestly about each one. Do I actually use this regularly? If the answer is no, cancel it. Don't worry about missing out. Financial peace and simplicity are worth far more than a show you'll likely never watch. If you still want to keep some form of entertainment, choose just one service you truly use and get the most out of it. Also, many public libraries in the US now offer free access to audiobook apps, streaming movies, skill-building programs, and even language courses. All you need is a library card to access a huge content library, completely free. Canceling unused subscriptions not only saves you money, but also helps you declutter your mind, reducing the overwhelm from too many digital options and notifications. You'll feel that life is simpler, clearer, and easier to manage. Nothing is too small. Even saving $10 to $20 a month is a steady step toward financial freedom. Believe that you deserve a life that is tidy, transparent, and full of intention. In a society where everything can be bought with money, spending a few dollars a week on lottery tickets might seem harmless. But when that behavior becomes a habit, and the hope of winning becomes a quiet financial strategy, that's when it's time to pause and reflect. Have you ever bought a lottery ticket thinking, maybe today's my lucky day? Do you often stop by a convenience store just to grab a few tickets, then leave with a bit of excitement and a little less money? Many older adults in the US maintain this habit as a form of entertainment or out of a belief that one day I might hit it big. But the reality is, the odds of winning the Powerball or Mega Millions jackpot are around 1 in 292 million, so low that you're more likely to be struck by lightning twice. Meanwhile, regularly buying lottery tickets, say $20 a week, adds up to over $1,000 a year. For some, that number can climb to $3,000 to $5,000 just to chase a few minutes of daydreaming. Worse, this habit can foster a mindset of dependency, waiting for good fortune to come from the outside, rather than actively creating joy, meaning, and financial security from within your own life. Instead of throwing your hopes into random numbers, you can use that same money to create real value. Imagine using your lottery ticket budget for real-life experiences like learning pottery, joining a painting or dance class, or traveling with a senior group. Your life would become so much richer. You don't need to win the lottery to change your life. You can do that by changing how you live each day. To start, you could try a 30-day no lottery challenge. Each day, you skip buying a ticket, put that money into a separate jar. At the end of the month, use the total to do something you truly enjoy. Have dinner with an old friend, buy a book, attend a free seminar, or donate to a charity. That feeling, the sense of control and meaning, will last far longer than any lottery win. If you still see playing the lottery as a small pleasure, set clear limits. For example, no more than $5 a month, and stick to it. That way, you keep a bit of the habit without letting it control your finances. True happiness doesn't come from a life-changing ticket. It comes from knowing that you're living consciously, independently, and with intention. You don't need a miracle to make life better. You just need to make the right choices, one day at a time. In an age where a few taps on a phone can bring any meal right to your doorstep, food delivery has become a convenient habit, but also one of the biggest hidden expenses for older adults. Have you ever opened Uber Eats or DoorDash just because you didn't feel like cooking? Have you ever thought, it's just one meal, only to look back at the end of the month and be shocked by how much you've spent on quick yet expensive meals? For seniors in the US, ordering food brings a sense of ease and comfort, especially when health declines or when living alone. However, this habit can quietly cost you thousands of dollars a year without you even realizing it. A single delivery meal typically costs $25 to $30, including delivery fees, tips, and service charges. If you order just 2 to 3 times a week, this could amount to over $3,000 annually for meals that may not even taste better or be healthier than what you could cook at home. Beyond the cost, relying on delivered food also affects your health. Prepared meals are often high in salt, sugar, and fat, and low in vegetables, a dangerous formula for heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure, which are common among older adults. Instead of letting your finances and health be controlled by temporary convenience, you can easily make a shift, one that's simpler and more rewarding. Start by cooking at home at least 3 to 4 times a week. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just simple meals like soup, salad, rice with grilled fish, or steamed vegetables. It saves money and gives you control over ingredients. If cooking alone feels boring, turn it into a connection activity. Invite friends over to cook together, share recipes, or even start a weekly cooking club. Moreover, cooking is a great way to connect with neighbors and your community. In many areas across the US, churches, senior centers, and retirement clubs host cooking days or shared meals, places where you not only eat well, but also get to socialize, connect, and feel part of something bigger. Imagine using the money you used to spend on takeout to buy fresh ingredients each week, or investing in a slow cooker, a juicer, or a cooking class, things that offer lasting benefits for both your health and well-being. Saving money isn't just about keeping it. It's about choosing to live consciously. When you prepare your own meals, you're caring for your body, taking charge of your finances, and nurturing everyday joy. And most importantly, you're reclaiming control over your life, one meal, $1 at a time. Taking care of your health is a top priority in old age, but sometimes the desire to stay healthy leads many older adults to spend money on expensive fitness equipment that ends up never being used. Have you ever bought a treadmill, stationary bike, or full body vibration machine with the determination to start next week? But then, it turned into a fancy clothes rack in the living room. In the US, many seniors got swept up in the home workout trend after the pandemic. Advertisers know exactly how to appeal to our hopes. Buy this machine, and you'll be younger, stronger, and live longer. But in reality, many people spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars on fitness equipment, only to let it collect dust because of a lack of motivation, or simply because it's too bulky, hard to use, causes injuries, or just isn't suitable for their health condition. The habit of buying workout machines just to have them not only wastes money, but also creates a sense of guilt and disappointment in oneself, a feeling that's all too common among older adults when expectations don't match actions. Instead of investing in costly equipment that rarely gets used, you can choose a simpler, free, and more effective way to stay active by moving with the community. Start with small habits. Walk around your block for 15 minutes every morning. Join a yoga class at your local library or look for free group exercise sessions in the park. Many cities across the US offer senior fitness programs, completely free or at a very low cost. You can also make use of the technology you already have. YouTube has thousands of workout videos tailored for older adults, from gentle yoga to balance training, stretching, and even dancing. What you need isn't a $1,500 machine. It's a mat, a good pair of shoes, and the commitment to move for 15 minutes a day. If you already own fitness equipment but never use it, don't let it continue taking up space or making you feel guilty. Consider selling it, donating it to someone in need, or swapping it with someone in your community. The money you get back could go toward things that truly bring value, like a massage, a picnic trip, or simply a warm meal with loved ones. Keeping your body healthy doesn't require a big investment. It requires consistency, gentleness, and the right fit. When you choose a form of movement that suits you, you not only save money, but also build a sustainable habit, a gift more valuable than any machine. Old age is a time when many begin the journey of self-reflection, seeking meaning in life and hoping to grow inwardly. But that very desire often becomes an opportunity for expensive programs to tap into your emotions, making you believe that simply by joining, your life will be transformed. Have you ever seen advertisements promising to unlock your potential, restore your life energy, or rediscover your life's purpose in just a few days? Maybe you've tried one, only to realize that the excitement was fleeting. What remained was a thinner wallet and a mind still searching. In reality, the self-development industry in the US is worth billions of dollars each year. Programs, seminars, and online courses pop up everywhere, many costing from hundreds to thousands of dollars. The danger is, they don't sell knowledge, they sell hope. And hope, without the right action, often leads to disappointment. Many older adults have spent thousands trying to find themselves, only to realize that they already had everything they needed. All they had to do was reconnect with themselves in a more natural and gentle way. Instead of placing your trust and money in flashy courses, you can approach personal growth in a softer, more grounded way. Start with simple, meaningful activities. Join a book club at the library, write in a journal each morning, volunteer at a community center, or share your life stories with younger people. In doing so, you not only grow, you also pass on wisdom. Also, remember that wisdom is not something you need to buy. It's something nurtured daily through lived experience, quiet moments, and true connection. You can learn through free podcasts, library books, community workshops, all are rich resources that don't require you to buy a ticket to grow. If you still want to invest in a program, set a clear budget and ask yourself, is this truly aligned with my needs? Can I apply what I learn to my daily life? If the answer is not sure, it's better to wait. Personal growth doesn't have to cost money. Sometimes it simply means slowing down, listening to yourself, and choosing to be kind to others. In old age, you don't need more certificates. You need more peace. In American culture, a car is more than just a mode of transportation. It's a symbol of independence, freedom, and sometimes a silent statement of status. That's why many older adults still keep the habit of buying a new car every few years, even though their driving needs have significantly decreased. Have you ever stopped by a dealership just to look and ended up signing a loan for a brand new SUV? Maybe you thought, I deserve the best car now that I'm retired. And that's not wrong. But the question is it truly necessary, and will it bring lasting joy? In reality, new cars depreciate quickly. The moment you drive off the lot, the car can lose 10 to 20% of its value. After 3 to 5 years, that number can reach 50%. For seniors who mostly use their car for grocery trips, doctor appointments, or visiting family, owning a brand new vehicle with complex technology may bring more hassle than convenience. Beyond depreciation, new cars often come with higher costs: insurance, registration, and in many cases, monthly loan payments with interest, which can significantly strain a fixed retirement budget. Instead of continuing the cycle of upgrade and repay, you can take a more practical approach. Owning a well-maintained used car that fits your daily driving needs. A car that's 2 to 5 years old often provides great value at a much lower cost. More importantly, you won't feel stressed over minor scratches or dents common in city or neighborhood driving. The money you save by not buying a new car could be used for something far more meaningful. Traveling with loved ones, learning a new skill, or simply setting aside funds for unexpected emergencies. Remember, at this stage in life, the value of a car isn't about the brand or model year. It's about whether it helps you live comfortably, safely, and with peace of mind each day. You don't have anything to prove. You've already come far enough to know. Happiness doesn't always come from racing ahead. It often comes from knowing when to slow down and enjoy the journey. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this journey. The fact that you took the time to listen to all of these reflections shows that you truly care about your financial and emotional well-being, something far more valuable than any number in a bank account. Together, we've looked back at 9 spending habits that may seem small, but can quietly erode your financial freedom. from chasing brand names and upgrading technology to accumulating credit card debt, unused subscriptions, lottery tickets, food deliveries, fitness equipment, expensive courses, and buying new cars. Each habit, if left unchecked, can become a quiet thief of your golden years. And now, I'd like to invite you to share. Which of these habits have you found yourself falling into? Have you already made changes, or are you just beginning to consider a new approach after reading this? Leave a comment, not just for others to read, but as a way to truly listen to yourself. If you found this article helpful, don't hesitate to share it with friends and family, especially those who are retired or about to enter this stage of life. Who knows? A simple click from you could open up a new perspective for someone feeling lost in their financial decisions. I believe that you and all of us deserve a retirement that is peaceful, free, and full of purpose. And I hope to continue walking alongside you in future content, where we'll explore more ways to live with meaning, clarity, and joy each day. And finally, please remember this: it's never too late to begin again. It's never too late to live more wisely, from the smallest choices every day.